Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of ExcelR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a light classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Wanna get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. ExcelR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with ExcelR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if ExcelR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with ExcelR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank ExcelR for being a part of it.
I was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later from our college, I get to know about ExcelR and I enrolled in ExcelR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they not only focusing on study, they are also conducting different exam to test our knowledge, and as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, ExcelR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across ExcelR, and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the ExcelR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, ExcelR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Because he's teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, ExcelR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here, and thank you for ExcelR for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and I came across a training program which was mobile app development using Flutter, which was given to us by ExcelR Solutions. I came across this program through my college faculty who told us about this program, that it is a very good course and you should enroll in this course. So I enrolled in this course, and initially I felt really good about this course because they started everything from a very basic point of view, that even if someone who doesn't know anything about Flutter or anything about mobile app development can also learn the same way the ones who know about it are learning. So no student was left behind and everyone was given equal attention. All the doubts throughout the course were cleared. And if we had any questions also, we were like, the trainer was also ready to stay for a longer time than it was scheduled, even for the sake of doubts. So that shows how important the students are to them. So it was a really good experience with ExcelR's program, and by the end of the training program, I was able to develop my own application. And through the development also, there was another point. So our sir taught us about how we can connect our own mobile phone to our laptop and write code in our laptop, and you can see the output in your phone, which was really creative and interesting for me. I felt really good about that. So in the end, I developed my own mobile application. I showed it to my mother, I showed it to my friends. I felt really good about it. So I would really suggest ExcelR. I would recommend it to all my friends to take courses from here, as they focus on the children, focus on the students, and they focus on what's necessary, that is the students' doubts gets cleared and everything else. So today I came down to the ExcelR office to collect my certificate. So I got to know about what other courses ExcelR is offering. It included data analysis, data analyst, social media marketing, and full stack Java, and many more courses which were interesting, and they gave us an insight of how everything happens, and they take you through the course from the starting of the course to the end, and what next, that is placements as well. How you should be going into the interviews and how you should be approaching to companies, your resume building, and there were so many things which ExcelR is going to help you in, and they are ready to give you all the knowledge required even if you are a beginner. So I really felt good about this visit, and I would really recommend ExcelR to everyone who's listening to this, and also to all my friends, that I had a very good experience with ExcelR, and I would suggest you to experience the same. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Satish and I am from Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology. I am here to share my experience about ExcelR program. I took part in the ExcelR program that was conducted in the last month about the mobile app development using Flutter. What I liked the most about this session was the trainer started from the scratch. That means even the beginner who don't know about the basics of the program, even they can learn the most from this program. It gave me hands-on experience by developing a project which was the final outcome. Thank you ExcelR for giving me this opportunity, and I would also recommend all my friends to take part in the ExcelR programs. Thank you.
So, good evening, dear students, and welcome back again on day 3 of the student development program on Python by ExcelR. So, a couple of you are asking some technical questions in yesterday's session in the last 5 minutes. Okay, so before starting today's session, so whatever the queries or question you have from the yesterday's session, so please post into the chat box. We'll take up that for 5 minutes and we'll start with the class. Good evening all. Thank you. Thanks for the reply. Any questions on a technical part from yesterday's sessions where you are struggling or you stuck anywhere while practicing today? Okay, so Ditakuso, there is one question.
Yes, Amma, please.
Can
Go
sir
ahead. I'm
explain
just fetching up.
complex numeric again?
Sorry?
Complex numeric.
Yeah, sure. I will explain again. Okay. Let me see how I can explain a use case for complex numeric. Okay, guys, one quick question, one quick suggestion, which I am following also. See, there's a lot of scope of AI and AI ML, basically AI related tools out there. So I know that some of you will feel tempted to use AI to solve your questions. Now, my request to you is don't do that. Okay. But what should you do? And I will also show you how I tackle such scenarios. Yeah. So today I was just thinking of how to demonstrate a AI based, as in basically a use case for complex numbers. So I've got this lovely site called Perplexity, just in case you don't know, and you can check it out. So it's like a Google search now using AI. So I want to give something to you. So I will say explain use case for a complex number. Yeah. So here prompting is very important. Where is it used? Okay. Why do I do that? I know some stuff, but I will also see how things are going up in the broad wide world. Okay. So I know that it's used for scientific applications. Okay. So one phase, yes, and this comes in. Complex numbers are used in electromagnetism, signal processing, and telecommunications, quantum physics. Okay. Even in things like cryptography. So somebody was asking yesterday, where is it used? Okay. So these are the lovely use cases of complex numbers. Now, what are they? Right? So a complex number, basically, my dear, it's something like this. By the way, before I even start, a warm welcome back to all of you, dear Pythonistas. Okay, so I haven't greeted you, and that's why I just took a moment to greet you. Thank you, and I hope we will have a fruitful learning today. So, how does a complex number look like? C equals to, let's say, 5 plus I 3. Now, what this means? Now, don't ask me why. Okay, this means that this is a real part. Means actually the number which you can associate with in your day-to-day life, right? We work with 5, 10, etc. The I is the imaginary part, which means actually root of -1. Can you tell me what is the root of -1? Yeah. Have you ever encountered it? You can quickly drop it in your chat boxes and tell me, yes, sir, we have. And you can tell me where you have used it. The I means imaginary part, okay? Now what this does, this together, and 3 is the actually 3 into, you can think of like this, 3 into root of -1. Okay. So this together builds up a complex number. Now, as I said, complex number has got a lot of applications in electromagnetism, in a lot of electronics, a bit of cryptography. Yeah, so quite a lot. So uh, it's beyond the scope of this class to actually explain in details to you, but understand that a complex number has got a normal number, and added to it is an imaginary number, where the imaginary part is actually root of -1. Okay. Now, complex operations can be things like you can add complex numbers together, you can subtract them. So Python supports it. For higher scientific operations, these are needed. Not right now for you. It's good for you to know it, but not right now. And for with this as the reference, you will understand yesterday we had done a dot real and a dot imaginary to find out the real component and the imaginary component of a complex number. I hope I have been able to address your question. I take that as an yes. If you have further doubts, we can again discuss towards the end of the session. Okay. Now, somebody is asking me that when you will teach what is difference between lists and tuples. My dear friend, do you want to actually end of the sessions today itself? Why are you running away? Yeah, just wait, hold, have some patience. We will discuss it eventually. Okay, so now we are just in strings. If I start telling you, there might be people who will get confused. Okay, so just hold your horses. Wait a while. Yeah. Amar, any other question?
No, sir. So that is the one important question which I received.
Oh, fine, good. So now let's start then today's session. What are today's topics? What will we learn today? I hope you're as interested and to learn as I am to share my knowledge with you. And so till yesterday, what have we covered? Can I get a few compilations of what I've covered yesterday? Can you tell me? Data types in Python, indentation, very good. What else? In data types, we have learned the various data types and we have started studying the number data types properly. Correct? Now you understand why these are so important, because a lot of your mathematical calculations, scientific calculations are very ably supported by Python. Okay, so yesterday before we signed off, we had done till the operators. I believe, Amar, you were telling me that somebody wanted me to recapitulate the operators quickly. So here it is. See, the operators are basically like this. Okay, here you can have a look. Again in my screen, please focus on my screen now. Don't type out anything. One is arithmetic operators, second is comparison operators, then third category is logical operators, fourth is assignment operators, fifth is bitwise, and sixth is membership and identity operators. Well, as the name suggests, they do some typical tasks. Arithmetic operators are there to create arithmetic expressions like a plus b or a into 2, a divided by 2, etc. Correct? Comparison operators compares between two numbers or maybe two booleans. Okay. So they compare greater than, lesser than, greater than, equal to, lesser than, equal to, is equal to, not equal to. Logical operators, again, they bind comparison operators together, or maybe they just bind simple expressions like true and false to get an output as false. Okay. Or true or false to get an output as true. Or even not true to get an output as false. Then comes assignment operators, wherein you actually assign values to stuff, and then what you do is you can increment them or decrement them, right? Okay. So here is what it goes. And then bitwise operators, we saw that it works on binary data and pipe as an OR, XOR, okay, XNOR, right shift, left shift operators. Okay. Membership operators, we saw how in plain English like terms, we can check out if something is a member of something, like A in Amazon, okay, or even not in, capital A, not in Amazon, right? So we have checked that is and is not, finally. It checks whether two objects are one and the same. Okay, so these were the operators. I hope now you're comfortable with it. If not, please go back, study again, learn about it. I will tell you a secret of learning. That is, learning occurs through four modes. You know what are they? One is what you learn with the teacher. Second is what you learn by your self-effort added to what the teacher has taught you. Third is what you learn by discussion among peer groups. And fourth is what you learn by doing. Okay? So these four pillars of learning together bring in knowledge. I might be a very great teacher and teach you all the stuff, but if you don't work hard on it, at it, you will never learn, especially with programming. Okay, so go back, think again, research on your own, find out, validate what I've taught you. This is how take forward your learning journey. Okay, so with that, I think we can start off our next journey. So what is the next journey? Now that we have learned about operators, okay, we will see what priority is assigned for what operator. Now I get back to you with a simple question from your childhood. Have you heard of this term? Bod mass. Have you heard of it? Okay. You say some people are saying yes. So what does the B stand for? Let me see. What is B in bod mass? B is bracket. Very good. Okay, let me just demystify it for you once. I know you know it, but okay, no problem. I will also just revise my own stuff. Okay. Bod mass, B stands for bracket, O stands for off, D stands for division, M for multiplication, A for what was A? Addition, right? And S for subtraction. Now this rule defines in what order a mathematical term is evaluated, right? Or a mathematical expression is sorted out. So if I have 5 into 2 plus 3, so this 5 into 2 is evaluated first, then plus 3, right? So it's 13 and not 3 into 2, 6 plus 5, which is 11, right? So this is the rule of BODMAS. So same thing happens to most programming languages. You have an order in which mathematical expressions are evaluated. At the top of the chain is the exponentiation or power. Then at the bottom of the chain actually are the membership operators, the logical operators. In between, you have a whole gamut of operators like multiply, divide, modulo, float, division. Then unary complement, unary plus, unary minus, etc. Addition, subtraction. Now here the rows that you see, the elements that are there within each row have the same priority. Okay, have the same priority. So in terms of um, Python, we say that they have the same precedence. Okay, and the row up below it has lower precedence. The row above it has got higher precedence. Okay, so if there's an expression like this, by the way, bracket has the highest priority. Okay, so if there's an expression like this, 5 was exponentiation 2 plus 3, then it is not 2 plus 3, 5 and 5 raised to the power 5. It is rather 5 raised to the power 2, which is what? 25 plus 3. So 28. Okay, so exponentiation has got the highest priority, followed by plus, and then the expression is evaluated. What if we had done like this? Bracket 2 plus 3, 5, then this would have had the highest priority. Okay, super. I think if you have an understanding of this, you're good to go. All of them have got their materials in LMS, right, Amar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, guys, you can open your materials, come to page 48 and 49, and give a quick glance to these operators while we solve a few problems. Okay. Quickly open your own materials. Don't refer my screen. Okay, I'm giving you 1 minute, one more minute to quickly open it and go through it. Then I will start a MCQ session for you. Let me see if I can set up a polls. Amar, one quick request for you. I'm not able to launch polls. Can you please check out once if it's an issue because of permissions?
Just a minute, sir. I'm checking.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot, Amar.
Sir, you're able to see the more option on your.
Yes, more option I can go. I see polls, but I'm not able to set any polls. I can see 5 polls already there, which can be launched.
Okay, there you will be having one plus option, sir.
No, I'm not getting
Above.
Amar.
There only.
Here?
So you're able to see the 5 polls now.
Yeah.
So above that all, then start, and beside that there is one plus option.
No, it's not coming for me. That's what I saw. For me.
Okay, so what I will do, I will just give you the host access.
Or otherwise, okay, if you can configure it for me, will I send you the questions?
Works.
Okay, fine. I will just quickly send you a few questions.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe they can answer it. Yeah, Amar, I'm just DMing you over here.
Sure.
Few more. I hope it's not a trouble for you.
No.
And these three. It's okay if the order is not correct. It's okay because I'm just copying and giving in the interest of time. But yeah. Thanks. Okay, guys. So your time's up. We are setting up a poll for you. In the meanwhile, again, just to summarize, somebody is asking about operators. Look, operators, they're just expressions. Okay, they work on expressions to give a certain output. Like for example, 0 plus 1, 0.1 plus 0.2 works on 2 decimal digits. Okay, so it's an addition operator. So what I want you to do while we configure the polls, please open this material, quickly glance through the numeric section, quickly glance through it, okay? The type of numeric types, their examples, okay? Then things like operators, leave the mathematical functions part. I will cover it in a while. Go to the operator types, operator priority, and operator precedence. Yeah, go to it. Go through it.
So there are total 6 questions, sir.
I think six. Six is fine. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Done.
Huh.
Okay. So as a poll, is it launched? Will I launch it?
Oh, huh, you can launch it, sir. I
Okay, I'll
added it.
just check it if it's launched. Yeah. SDP. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, I've launched it. Guys, 6 questions. Quickly, let's see what's your answer. Come on. Think and answer. I've given you enough time to revise, so you should be able to answer now. Is the poll visible to all of you? How to get that material? It should be in your LMS, my dear. Okay, you have exactly 2 more minutes to finish this poll. Then I'm going to shut it down. Okay, that's it. So I will quickly see your answers. Which of the following is not a numeric data type in Python? I see 72% has responded as char, which is absolutely correct. Well done. Okay. Second one, what will be the output of print 0.1 plus 0.2 equals to 0.3? It's true, false, error, or none. See, 54% you are saying true, 32% is false, 12% is saying error, 2% is saying none. Okay, wait, I will just save that answer so that I don't miss out on anything. So your 3% is saying none. Fair enough. 3% none. Then what? Which operator is used for float division? 79% you have rightly given. The slash slash. Good. Which of the following statements is true? Bull is a subclass of int is a subclass of bull, float is a subclass of int is a subclass of complex. Again, 34% is saying bull is a subclass of int, so that's the maximum, and you are correct. Bull is actually a subclass of int. Okay. And then, which operator has the highest precedence? Overwhelmingly, 64% you are saying double star. Okay, which is again correct. Okay. Right, and then what will be the output? Print 2, yes, this is basically now this, I will tell you, 512, those of you who are saying you are correct, 2288, no, you're not correct. Well, we will discuss this. 64, 30% say 64, 52% 512. Okay, let's see. Okay, so over here, okay, 512, you're saying 51%. Okay, good. Right, I've made a note. Now let's discuss this dicey ones, which is what it is your what will be the output of print 0.1 plus 0.2. Now let's look at it from running it. Okay, from a running perspective, let's run it. What is the output of print 0.1 plus 0.2? Now here's the problem with this. Okay. See, it is not 0.3. It's 0.30000. Why? Because in most cases, what happens, floating point numbers, they are treated with different memory allocations. Okay, so we don't know how this 0.1 plus 0.2 is stored, how 0.1 is stored in memory, how 0.2 is stored in memory. For all you know, it might be stored up till, let's say, 0.1, may read like 0.10004 or something. Okay, so how many precisions it takes? It's an internal matter of Python. So while it is not false, I would also say it is not true. I would have ideally gone for the none option because it cannot be correctly said. Okay, so none option. And the last one, I think I had given you as this one, right? So I had given this to you in this way, 2 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2. Okay, so now we have seen the concept of precedence. We know that operators with higher priority are evaluated first. But what if there are operators with the same priority? Let's say, for example, 15 minus 3 plus 2. Okay, so what happens in such cases is that minus and plus both have the same priority. So what happens now? We bring in a concept called associativity. So you start moving from left to right. Whichever expression comes first is first evaluated, unless and until there's a bracket. Okay, so first gets evaluated 15 minus 3, which is 12. After that, plus 2, which is equals to 14. Okay, 14. This is how it's evaluated. Only for the case of exponentiation, you say 2 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2. The associativity is right to left. Okay, so first this is evaluated, 3 raised to the power 2, which is 9, and 2 raised to the power 9. I think this will come as 512. But if this had been put under bracket, then first this would have been evaluated and then this. Okay, so long and short of it is that all operators except exponentiation have a left to right priority, whereas right to left is for exponentiation. Okay, now that was a quick and precise introduction to operators and their priorities. When you work later on, when you program later on, sometimes by experience, sometimes in mistakes, you will actually learn how operator priority and associativity can affect your expressions. Okay, so I'm not going too much on it. Now, one more thing I will quickly tell you, my dear friends, is that okay, yeah. So what I will quickly tell you is that there are a few important mathematical functions which help you to work with important mathematical calculations. So few of them are inbuilt in Python, whereas few of them come built in with a library called as math. Let's see what is inbuilt in Python. So over here, just open this up. Okay, fine. I will just create a note for you quickly. Some mathematical functions. Mathematical functions. Okay. For example, if you want to find the absolute value of a negative number, there's a function called ABS, and ABS of -2 returns the absolute value, which is 2. Similarly, if you want to find the square root of a number, you can use power of a number. You can use either exponentiation or POW. Again, this is inbuilt. So you can have a look here. Power of a number. So you can use pow 3, 2 and print it, which is 9. Then again, there are some numbers, there are some functions which come built in with a module called as a library called as math. Let me show you. Import math as m. Now, what is a library? As the name suggests, a library is like a collection of books, correct? In our case in programming, a library is a collection of files where somebody has already written important code for you so that you can just reuse it. For example, if you see m dot, okay, I can find factorial of 5. So I don't need to write the factorial function again. I can find it over here in this library, math. Okay. What else? Math library. So I will show you one more. M dot, let me say, floor. Okay. So floor of a number is basically of a decimal number is the lower value. Okay. So floor of 3.2 is 3, whereas I will just write the comment as floor. Floor. And also there's one more called seal. I will put it over here. Seal means ceiling. M dot seal 3.2. So this returns the next higher round number. Okay, so you see 4. Let's put this. I'll put a print here quickly. I will put a print here. So for you, what is very important to know? Now, there's a lot of it, and we will start using slowly. For you, very important will be few of these things. Like the round will be very important for you, and then min max. If there are 3 numbers, to find the minimum between them or maximum between them. Let's say min and max. Print min 3, 2, 5, 1. So it prints 1. Okay, similarly, max would be biggest number. Okay, so these are inbuilt functions. One last thing, and then I'm done. I've showed it yesterday also, which is rounding of stuff. Okay, suppose there's a very big number, like say there's 0.1 plus 0.2. Okay, so what you can do is you can see that this comes like this, right? 0 pen. So what you can do, you can see that I will round it to 2 decimal digits or 3 decimal digits, comma 3. Okay, 0.3, sorry. Print round off. I'm sorry about it, which is 0.333444, and I want to round it to 3 decimal digits. So here it is 0.33. Okay, this is important for you. On and off, you will be using this. So just get a hang of it. Yeah. So all of these, whatever I'm doing now and telling you and typing out, will also be a part of this collab notebook, which I'm sharing at the end of every class. I hope you are able to access your LMS and get these codes down as well. Download these codes. Okay, so with that point, we finish off the first major primitive data type, which is numerics. Next coming up is a string. Meanwhile, till I set up my things, you can quickly think through what all I've told you, and you can make a note for issues so that you can ask me at the end of the class. So I'm rubbing all these off, by the way. Now strings. Okay, so next data type. What have we learned till now? Data types, DTS. Let's say we have first learned numbers, numerics. We have learned Boolean also, which is again a subclass of it. Now we are going to take up the next one called as strings. Okay, So strings means basically it's a character data type consisting of alphanumeric characters enclosed by a single quote and closed by a single quote, or a double quote opened by a double quote, closed by a double quote, or even opened by a triple quote and closed by a triple quote. You have seen it in case of multi-line statements. Okay, so anything between these quotes, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, hello, 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 becomes a part of a string. Okay, I slash n don't feel dash n like working. Okay, so these are the three ways in which we can define a string. So quickly for you, here's our task. Now quickly create your first string along with me, right? So all fingers on your IDLEs or your collabs, whatever it is, and let's start doing. So next one is that, now I will give a text first, okay? We will start the text data type. Introduction to string data type. As the name suggests, a string thus is a series of alphanumerics strung together into a coherent word, phrase, line, paragraph, or even a chapter. Okay, so it's basically text. Now, if I can show you, name equals to Diptarko, print name, or name can be equals to in the John in the John in the, or name can also be equals to, by the way, remember that strings are immutable. I've discussed this yesterday, so you don't have a chance to forget it. Name is equals to, let's say, say Surya Kumar slash N Yadav. Okay, print name again. So let's run all three. So first case, John in the Tarko, John ND, Surya Kumar, then followed by a new line and Yadav. So this slash n is a special character which means a new line or a crossover. Now, one thing for you to note, don't start with a single quote and end with a double quote, or and vice versa. Okay, so if you start with a single quote, you have to end with a single quote as well. So quickly, fastest finger fast. There's hardly 6 minutes to a break, well-deserved break for you. So you are going to quickly type out these series of lines that I have shown you here. I'm giving you around 3 to 4 minutes. Come on. I hope you have been able to type out at least one of the names and check. By the way, you can substitute your name here and try out, okay? No need to keep any name that I've given here, but at least try out one of these, yeah? Next, I will tell you a concept called indexing and slicing. Yeah, just hear me out for a couple of minutes with absolute focus. And the concept is this. So as I said, strings are what? They are alphanumeric strung together to form a coherent word, phrase, sentence, line, whatever. So actually in memory also, like arrays, they are kept in memory. Suppose the name India, it is stored in memory locations like this as continuous arrays. Okay. Now, each of these memory locations, they have an individual address, okay, which is the memory address. But logically also, we index them like a serial number. So the first location is marked as serial number 0 or index position 0. The next one as serial number 1 or index position 1, and likewise 2, 3, 4. So if the length of the string is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you have index positions from 0 to 4. Okay. So this is the concept of indexing. Now this is indexing if we go from left to right. If we go from right to left, also you can index it, but in this order. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Obviously, because you can't start from -0, right? So we start from -1. So this is the concept of indexing. I request you to take a quick note. Just take a note, draw it down in your notepads. I hope you all are carrying your copy and pen. Okay. Just if I made a note of it, giving you another couple of minutes, then we will go into a quick 10-minute break. Can go out, have a quick stretch out, come back refreshed, and then we continue the session till 9 o'clock with lots more interesting stuff to come up. So yeah, it's now a quick time. It's time for a 10-minute break. Till 8:10 p.m. plus minus 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, then I'm just stopping my screen share for the moment, pausing it, and also my audio and video. I meet you on the other side of the break with lots more interesting stuff. Keep the questions coming. I see a couple of you have issues or concerns with LMS. Well, it's been communicated. Amar sir will surely take care of it. So just hold on, guys. Yeah, don't worry. Okay, so I'm back just in time before, and I hope you have reached back by now. Before we went for the break, we were discussing the concept of what were we discussing? We were discussing indexing. So now you have an idea that indexing means it's a logical, like a serial number, to mark our memory locations where a is stored, where a string is stored, right? By default, it starts from what? It starts from 0 and goes up to the length of the string -1. So here's one more function. Quickly, I will introduce now. It's called len, which is the length of a string. It returns how many characters long the string is. So in this case, if I do len of this string, str is equals to India, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 characters long, 5 bytes long. Right, so here we go. Now, closely associated with the concept of string is also something called slicing. And before that, one more thing I need to tell you. Let me say identifier str represents the string India. Now, again, to refresh your memories, this is basically a string type object. String type object. Okay, string class. And this is the identifier which points to this string object. Got it? Now, if I say str of 0, the result will be I. If I say str of -1, the result will be A. Similarly, str of 4, the result will be A. And likewise. Okay. Now, closely associated with this concept of indexing is another concept called as slicing, in which out of a string, we create substrings. Okay, creating substrings out of a string. So how does it work? Let me say str, let me say I want to print ind only, okay? This will be my substring ind. So the way to do it is give a starting index position, then the position till which we want to get the character. Let's say over here it is 2 plus 1. So in effect, this becomes equals to str of 0 colon 3. Okay, not semicolon, colon. That's because in Python, what happens? Substrings go up till the destination index, but doesn't pick the contents from the destination index. It picks the content from the index just before the destination index. Okay, so this will give you IND. Okay, now quickly to put it in form of code, let me code it out for you, and I hope that you will be coding along with me. Instead of sitting idle, why don't you start coding with me? Okay. So let's put a concept here saying indexing and slicing. Quickly to show you what indexing and slicing does. So let's say name, let me again put as name equals to Indiana. Okay, so print of name colon 0, name bracket 0, and print name also of -1. So let's run the piece of code now. See I and A. Okay, so this is indexing, and we can also find the length of a string using the length function, and we can even use it within the indexing. We will say name of length of name minus 2. What does it return? It returns n. Why? Length of name is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 7 minus 2 is index position what? 5. So where does it start from? From 0 if we go. So I is 0, n is 1, d is 2, I again is 3, a is 4, n is finally 5. So it returns n. Okay. Next is the slicing concept. So slicing is something like this. Print of name 0 to, let's say, we want to print IND. Okay, so 0, 1 to where do we have to put it? See, again, if you refer this, 0, 1, 2 till index position 2, but we have to travel till index position 3. So 0 to 3. IND. Okay. Furthermore, if we print like this, name, just a semicolon, it means go from the beginning right up to the end. Okay, so here's your output, Indiana. I can also do this by using the minus notation, which would be start from minus, let's say, 3, go up till minus 1. Can you tell me what would this return? What do you think this returns? This is Indiana, right? So Indiana, INDIANA. Okay. So from minus 3 means minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. From minus 3, go up till the end, but do not take the last index position. So it will print A and N. Okay. So quickly, you need to now start working on it. Otherwise, it makes no sense. Come on. So whatever I have done till here in terms of indexing and slicing, please take it up. And at least these 3 lines of code or these 3 cells of code, you need to type it out and verify it. I'm giving you time till 8:21 in my calendar clock, which is 8:18. So time till 8:21, 3 minutes. Okay. So yeah, time's up. So have you finished it? Do drop a comment if you have. If not, no worries. Your notebook is there for you. The learning materials are there. So you can always go back and finish it off. At least try to understand the concepts and note down if possible. Okay. Next, I will just check if I'm missing out anything from these few from the string operators. Okay. This is okay. 2 to 5. And -1 string to okay. One more thing. Okay. So we will see slicing, but with something called as a step size. Okay. So slicing with step size. Step size. Okay. Now here's the thing. If I say name of from the start to the end, but I say 2. Okay. So the first colon means from the beginning to the end, and the next colon and then the 2 means skip one spaces in between and print the name. Now here's how it will look like. See Indiana, so it has skipped an N, then printed D. It has skipped an I and printed A. Then again it has skipped an N and printed A. Okay. So this is how slicing works with a step size. Okay, you can also do a reverse slicing. Now, there's a quick question for you. Can you reverse the name Indiana? Okay, so you need to read it from the end to the beginning. Anaidni. Can you do this? Reverse a string using slicing. Guys, all technical questions you can please see for the end. We will collect your questions. Don't worry. Your doubts will be answered. Okay, so the way to, I will quickly give you the answer. You can try it out again. I know I haven't told you. The way to reverse a string is to simply do like this. Start from beginning to the end, then -1. Which means that you actually go back and this is how it happens. Okay, now I will draw this out for you. Okay, so when I draw this, okay, when I say Indiana, when I say start from beginning to the end -1, it says yes, start from the beginning, go till the end, but in a right to left manner. At each step at a time. Don't come from left to right. That is why it will, when it starts going from right to left with each step included, it first prints A, then N, then A, I, D, N, I. Okay. If I had actually given a step size of -2, again, like the previous example, it would have skipped one in between and gone from right to left. This is how indexing and slicing works mainly. Okay, so a lot of examples we will have shortly, and also as you keep on working, you will know more about them. Now, there are few more things which I will quickly tell you. It's called as, what is it? Repetition operator and concatenation. Repetition operator. How is it? It says that's a name into 2. By the way, This doesn't print any mathematical value. It's not 6 or 7 or 10. It just repeats the name twice. Okay. So remember, this star in the context of a string means a repetition operator, whereas the plus means a concatenation operator. It is name plus Jones. Remember, no change happening to any other string. Okay, India and Jones. So that's the first part of strings. To quickly recap, we understood that strings are alphanumerics strung together by using single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. Okay, we saw that strings are placed individual character in memory as as a continuous array, and each of these memory locations are also tagged with a serial number starting from 0 if we go from left to right, and starting from -1 if we consider from right to left. We also saw that a string value can be derived based on its index position, and we also saw how substrings can be created out of a string by using the concept of slicing. So I think till this you are quite good to go. Okay, so quickly just try out these three things which I showed you. One is reversing a sling, one is slicing with step size, two is reverse a string using slicing, again slicing with -1, and then repetition operator and concatenation operator. So I'm still giving you slightly more time, around, not 5 minutes is too much, around 3 minutes again. So 8:31 when you have a stop. So try it. Without your efforts, you will never go through. One more minute and then you stop doing whatever you're doing. So quickly finish off if, in case you haven't done so already. I trust you have already finished it off. Okay, so whatever you're doing, you can stop now, please. And next topics, what we will now learn is called as, I'll quickly learn this one. So yeah, we will now learn string methods. Before I introduce you to the concept of string method, what is a method? It's actually another name for a function. Okay, so before I introduce even functions to you, then let's understand what actually are functions, right? So I haven't told you, but I will give you a quick idea about functions. So let me raise my screen over here and let me erase this part. So function basically is something, is a piece of code to which if you pass some input value, okay, some input value, it returns an output value. I think we discussed on day one the function for returning the area of a circle, right? I showed you that we write like this def, then area and radius. If we pass the radius of the circle, then it returns back an output value, which is also known by the term return. And what it says, pi into r exponentiation 2. Okay. So when we create a class, my dear, as I said, a class is basically a blueprint. Blueprint of what? Some sort of data types and some functions that these data types work on. For example, for strings, there are a lot of text editing functionalities. So in the string class, there are methods. The functions in a class is also called as a method, which work with lots of text editing stuff like converting lowercase to uppercase or uppercase to lowercase or slicing or what slicing a string based on some delimiter, okay, or finding the occurrence of a particular character in a string. Okay, so now we will have a quick look at each of these methods, and I've laid out the most important ones for you with the hope that you are going to find out if something is missing eventually later on. Okay, so without much ado, let me introduce you to these functions. So quickly, I will tell you what are the ones we will cover mainly: length, lower, upper, strip, replace, find, count. There's one more, it's called as split. I see that they have not given it here, but okay, that's okay. We will find that out as well. So now we'll open my PPT. After all, we have created this PPT with lots of efforts, put in lot of methods, write documentation, etc. So we should use it. So yeah, so what are the main string methods that we will first work on? It is called replace. Remember, one word of caution: whatever you're doing in the string itself is not getting changed because it is a immutable object. Okay. Now, when you do this, okay, so string dot replace given old value, comma, new value, and count. What this does is, this method is that it replaces a particular phrase with another specified phrase. Okay. And this is the syntax: string dot replace old value, new value, count. Old value, the string to search for; new value, the string to replace the old value with; and count, it's optional, a number specifying how many occurrences of the old value you want to replace. Default is all occurrences. Okay. Lot of theory I've told you. Now let me actually code it out for you. So string methods, then string methods. Okay. So string methods, first one is replace. Very important. And let me say my string. What is my name? It is Indiana Jones, Indiana. Let me say that I want to replace the capital I here with a small I. So I will say capital I with a small I. Print. You see, it's a text editing tool. Okay. Let's take one more example of this, which is, let's say there is a name called as Murari. Okay. And what I want to do, name one, let me put it as name one. I want to convert all the R's in Murari, or the first R in Murari, to capital R, leaving out the rest. So here's how we can do it. Name one dot replace small r, replace it with capital R, but only for the first occurrence. This one means the first occurrence. Now this is how your replace string will look like. Okay. Got it? So replace. Yeah. I'm giving you 2 minutes quickly, fast. Just type it out and verify this method for yourself. After all, if you don't code along, you will not learn it. Okay, then let's move on. Quite a few more things to learn. The next one, which we will learn, another very important method, is called find. So what does find do? It finds the first occurrence of an element in a string, returns the index position of the first occurrence if the element is found, else returns -1 if not found. The find method is almost the same as the index method. We will come to it. The only difference is the index method raises an exception if the value is not found, blah, blah, blah. Okay, no worries. We will work it out and understand. So how do we get find? The find method takes 3 input values. One is actually the character you're searching for or the pattern you're searching for. Start the search at which index location and continue till before which index location. So value start end. Okay, now let's do this again. Yeah. So find. Let's say the text is hello, welcome to my world. Okay, and what do? Text dot find. I say where does the first E occur? So it gives me as index position 1. Starting from 0, this is the index position 1. What if I had said, let me print this, my dears. Print this out. And what if I had said, print text dot find E start from index position 2. Start searching from index position 2. Then I would have got it somewhere at 8, which is this one actually. Okay, right? So this is find. Okay, one more method. I will just check my cheat sheet. Lower, upper. Okay, I will show you a few more of these. Lower, upper, strip. Okay, let's look at these. Okay, with this, by the way, there is another method called index. Let me show that to you as well. So what does index do? Text dot index. It returns the index position of the first occurrence of a particular character. Okay, let's say E. Where does it occur first? It says 1. Okay, I will just once more check its documentation. Index start and end. Yeah, so it also has an option for start and end. So it says index, let's say E, start at index position 1. And where does it occur first if I start from index position 1? Not 1, let's say 2. So it gives 8. Okay. What if the character is not present? Then it returns an error. Of more of these later, but in the case of find, it returns a -1. That's the small difference between these two functions, find and index. Having said that, few more functions as well. So quickly, we have discussed lower and upper. We will go back to our names. Name.lower, Indiana, all in small, and upper. Lower, and another one is upper, which converts everything uppercase. Print name dot upper Indiana. Print name dot capitalize. This actually makes the first one I as capital, the rest all is lowercase. So capital case. Okay. So yeah, good. So far, so good. I've covered quite a lot. My request, take another, what should I say, 2 minutes and just try out this one. The difference between find, index, lower, upper, and capitalize. Okay, I'm giving you time till 8:50 quickly. Some of you who may not be very fast in typing, so you take some more time, please. And then, Amar, you can please start collecting the questions and we can answer a few.
Yeah, sure. So a couple of students asked me about the LMS. So dear student, if still you are struggling with the LMS portal on accessing the material, so tomorrow from 7 to 7:10, start 10 minutes. So please join the session on a time. I will be taking the LMS KT again. Okay. So please join on a time. And now if you have any technical questions, please share with me. So we'll take it up accordingly. Sir, there is one question. What does
Yes.
Boolean in a subclass of int mean?
Yeah, so basically it means that true and false, and also it can mean as actually zero or as in any non-zero number. So for example, if I can quickly come to my IDLE for this purpose, I say print true, it prints true. Okay, so if I can also do like this, okay, if one print one. Okay, what this means, as we come to the if conditions, you will understand. This means the one here stands for Boolean true. Okay, but if I had done if 0 and then tried print 0, it would not have printed anything, because this if means if this is a true expression, if this evaluates to Boolean true, enter this sub block of code and execute this print statement. If it is 0 means it's a Boolean false, come here. Now since a if condition always works on a true condition, only the first one is executed, not the second one. Okay. Did I clear your doubt? I hope I have. You can just let me know in case you're still having an issue. Yeah, I have a question. People are saying, sir, will you share the MCQ PDF in portal? Yeah, it should already be there. I think last one's also has been shared, day 2, which we discussed today. Day 3 also we will share in LMS. Amar, any other question?
No, sir. I'm just checking on the YouTube ones.
Any suggestion, any feedback? Please share it as well.
I just said that if you're struggling with the LMS, no need to worry. So tomorrow, once again, I'm going to take the LMS KT in first 10 minutes. So please join the session on time. Okay. So you are able to access the material and the recording sessions as well. So please make sure you're joining on the time. Sharp at 7 o'clock. We'll start with the LMS KT and we'll take for 10 minutes and then we'll start with the class.
Okay, if they don't have any questions, Amar, let me quickly recapitulate what we have done today. And this document will anyway go to you. So quickly, what have we studied today and what will we study tomorrow? Okay, just let me give you insights. So today we saw the basics of strings. Just a minute. Okay. So basics of strings, string data type. We saw that strings are also immutable. We saw that strings can be referred by something. String characters can be referred by something called as the index position. We saw that strings can be sliced into substrings. And then we saw about the concatenation and repetition operators. We also saw few important string methods. We are still at it. One was find, another one was index, and one was replace. Then we saw three more. What were they? We saw lower, upper, and capitalize. Tomorrow we will continue with the string methods ASAP. So what are the string methods we will do tomorrow? We will see things like is digit, is alpha, okay, and something very important is called a split and join. Once these string methods are done, we will also understand about formatted strings, F strings, special characters like /n, /t, etc., raw strings, and how to get an input in Python. Input from where? Input from the computer or the terminal. Okay. So I think we have a lot of things up our sleeves tomorrow, and also tomorrow we will start with lists, the next important primitive data type. Primitive as in original data types of Python. So with that, I am ready to bring the class to a closure. I hope you have learned something valuable today. and I hope you will be working at it. I do also hope that you are enjoying what you're learning and not just joining for the sake of joining or even getting a certificate. So keep up the torch burning, guys. Learn, love, and live Python. So we meet again tomorrow at sharp 7 o'clock. I will wait for a few questions to come in. If you want to leave, you can leave, unless and until you have some doubts to ask Amar sir or me. The forum is open to you. Okay, Amar, any questions coming in?
Yes, so, yes, there is a one question from Marub Begum. So, why do we use len classer?
Why do we use?
Why do we use len classer?
Length class. Can you just type out? Does she mean this? Len? Maru?
Yes.
Length means, Maru, it gives the length of a string. Okay? So to explain, if there is a string which is 5 characters long, so giving length to the inbuilt function and the string name, string identifier, returns the length of the string object. I hope that answers your question, Maru. Is she okay with the answer?
Yes. There is one more question from Nikita.
Yes, please.
So, how we can specify a step size when slicing a list in Python?
When slicing a list.
List in Python, yes.
We haven't come to lists, but it's okay. I will still tell her. She knows what is list. 50, 20, 30, and 15. So the way to do is the same like we do for strings. We give L, start, end maybe, and then the step size. 2, 1, 3, whatever. So in that case, it will just leave out one element in between or two elements in between, as is the step size. Okay, Nikita, more of it tomorrow, hopefully. I will study more about lists tomorrow. Okay, Amma, then can we close the session? If there are no further, yeah, can I drop off?
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot, Amma.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, students. We meet tomorrow. All the best. Good night.
So, dear students, I already shared the attendance link. So, I'm resharing once again. So, please mark your attendance and share your feedback about the session. On top of it, as I said that tomorrow again we'll be recapping the LMS getting on day 1, day 2 it's already explained that. Again tomorrow we'll explain that. Make sure that you are joining the session sharp at 7 o'clock. Then only you will get to know that actually what are the importance of the LMS, where you will get the material and all these things. So if you're going to join the late and if you're not going to follow the timings, then again you will come up with the same question and it will run the time, right? If not, then again, I will keep the recording. You can just go through the YouTube video of day 1. So you will get idea on top of it about the LMS. Rest of that, if any issue, so we can keep posting into the chat box. I hope everybody is enjoying the session. Zoom participant, YouTube participant. Tomorrow, which class will be start? I don't think so. What you want to say, but class will start at 7 to 9. It will run in a same flow. Okay. Sir, how do we know the attendance allotted to us even if we fill the form and the session is good? See, you have to fill the attendance once. Okay, so 8:30 around, we are sharing the attendance link. But I feel very bad, guys, because after a couple of responses, after saying couple of time that attendance will be shared at 8:30, but still you guys will start posting from 8 only, attendance. So it will receive to me, that's fine, but if you're sharing again with the sir, so that is a different level of distraction again, right? So let's wait till 8:30 if we are receiving the attendance, and I'm sharing it on a time, right? So no need to worry on the top of it. We can focus on the class attendance. You will be able to see that. And again, at 9 o'clock while ending the session as well, we are doing the announcement that guys, the Manjusha CH over the YouTube. What's the issue? See, so at the end of the session, we are again informing that yeah, we are sharing the attendance space mark that okay, so you're getting the reminder as well if you miss as well. So don't worry, you will be getting each and everything. Sandeep, sorry, but I know only few words. Telugu, yeah. Anisha, I replied to you that you will find that over the LMS. And if you're still struggling with the LMS, that KT I'm again going to cover tomorrow, sharp at 7 o'clock. So let's see there. Sandeep, I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to do that. You can post into the chat box. So I will be more than happy to assist you or talk with you. Yeah, Manjusha, the class will start at 7 p.m. YouTube participant, hope you guys are also enjoying that. Just looking some distraction. Unwanted chats are also there. Sandeep, so I said tomorrow join the session, you will get to know, okay? अंकित राजा किस कॉलेज के चल रहे हैं क्लासेस? अंकित, सो एक क्लासेस ऐसा स्पेसिफिक कॉलेज ओरिएंटेड नहीं है, सबके लिए है, पैन इंडिया, आउट ऑफ इंडिया एज वेल, ओके? So you can also attend, your friends can also attend. Acha, LMS full form. Guys, 2-3 participants asked me what is LMS. I am little bit surprised, guys. Maybe you not attended day 1 or day 2. So LMS is nothing but a learning management system. Okay. And by using that, we are providing you the recordings of the session. You are able to find all the materials. You are able to join the session from the LMS. You are able to mark your attendance from the LMS. and he will be having that access for around 1 year. Okay. So it's one-stop solution for all e-learning material from ExcelR. Thank you, Anisha, or the YouTube for the comment and your feedback. Thank you, participants over the Zoom as well, for sharing the feedback. Okay, excellent session. Thank you, Nagesh. Thank you, Yashwant. So, guys, we're good to wind up. It's already 9:07. Sir, we'll get the certificate for perfect. Yes, you will be able to receive the certificate if your attendance is going to be 60 or more than 60%. Okay, so don't worry on that. Yes, the class is over. Rajesh, so in LMS KT, that question will be also covered and explained neatly and clearly. Okay, so I think we are good to wind up for the day. Thank you so much, dear writing minds. I hope you are enjoying the session and no, see, Nagesh, so now it's not possible to answer this query. So tomorrow, whenever like at session time, you can just reshare the question in first 10 minutes. We'll take up that. Okay. So whenever sir will be there. Okay. So on this note, thank you so much, all of you. If you're going to sit here, it will take an entire night for taking the questions, or we can have a different chats. Okay. But no worries. We have 12 more days, and I will keep this enthusiasm of sharing the questions, sharing the doubts, and we have to enjoy this journey of next 13 days. Okay. So on this note, let's wind up for the day. Thank you so much once again. We'll see you tomorrow sharp at 7 o'clock on day 4. Till the time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and have a nice time ahead. Good night. Bye bye. Happy learning with ExcelR.